Another big day on the stock market and a new retirement boost for American 401ks. The Dow closing up another 70 points, the highest closing since the rise in October 2007 before the recession hit. But this time, will that surge last? ABC's David Muir is here. David.
Diane, the biggest exhaling today after the markets could be coming from American baby boomers so close to retirement, but then suddenly watching their retirement dreams vanish. So tonight, with this giant market rebound, we wanted to know who's benefiting, the corporations or some of the same baby boomers who you met right on this broadcast benefiting too.
Tonight, the Dow at its highest close since before the financial collapse. The S&P soaring, the longest winning streak in nearly a decade. American giants like Procter & Gamble singing again.
Yes, any soap.
Showing new earnings today, income more than doubling for them. And tonight, here's what's key. It's not just the corporate titans reaping the rewards.
It isn't just benefiting the CEOs and the rich hedge fund managers. A lot of Americans have something to gain.
Growth in the market finally helping those American baby boomers. Every day, 11,000 of them turning 65. And now they're recovering that lost ground in their 401ks. Why is the market on a tear? Economists telling us the election is over, the fiscal cliff crisis over too, that debt ceiling battle pushed off. Congress finally hearing the frustration we've been hearing on the trading floor for months.
People in this industry, people outside of the industry, people on Main Street, people walking down Main Street, they're just frustrated.
Frustrated because that gridlock had a lock on the stock market too. But tonight, for many of those boomers and so many Americans, finally what appears to be a solid recovery.
These worst case scenarios that people were looking at in 2008, they can start to say, all right, we're not going to go there.
Couples like John and Jeanette Urbaum near Kansas City, Kansas, who you first met on World News 2 years ago. John had just turned 60, Jeanette about to, and John, a manufacturing sales rep, was planning to work another 5 years because of the market. Their retirement dreams had grown a lot simpler since that wedding day, their only trips to visit their granddaughter Olivia. But when we checked back in today...
Since we last interviewed you in April of 2011, how much has your 401k recovered?
It's gone up about 30%, David.
And take just one stock alone of theirs, their Visa stock. How much is it up?
About $26,000 or $27,000.
Their 401k now growing again, right along with that granddaughter, Olivia.
Is it giving you just a little more freedom?
Yes, I would say it has given us quite a bit more freedom.
Great to see. Olivia is growing along with the 401ks finally for the baby boomers who had to replan in the middle of this recession.
And other big news today, Apple no longer #1 in the world?
Yeah, it had been the #1 valued publicly traded company. They held the title for a year. They lost it to Exxon today, and pretty timely, Diane. New clips came out of Ashton Kutcher is going to be playing the role of Steve Jobs in that new biopic. But many people wondering aloud, has Apple lost its touch? And one economist telling me today, Apple was very much Steve Jobs. The real question is whether they can replace the mind of Steve Jobs. You and I were saying today, he somehow knew intuitively what the average American family would be using, would be needing, touching with their fingertips before anyone else. So that's the big question on Apple tonight.
All right. Thanks so much, David Muir, reporting in on the economy.